Guest Peter Whittle, the UK Independence Party's deputy leader. Hello, Mr. Whittle. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on RT International.
Pleasure.
Now, this ruling, does it really change anything? I mean, only last week, when outlining her vision for Brexit, Theresa May said that she'd put the final deal to Parliament anyway.
Well, it makes a difference in the sense that it's just another delay. I mean, the point really is that, you know, we have an establishment here, a political establishment and to an extent a media establishment who were very, very opposed to the whole idea of Brexit. And so therefore, this is something which probably, you know, they pounced on in a way. This was originally a court action brought by a private individual who disagreed with the result, didn't like the result. And as a result, the government's had to appeal against it and use a lot of taxpayers' money in the meantime. But now that we've got the result, it's up to the government to introduce the right legislation, basically to get it through Parliament and not basically mess around anymore. We have just got to get on with it now.
Do you think we can expect Parliament to put up much resistance to triggering Article 50?
Well, this is the point. They would be incredibly silly to do that. I mean, what that would amount to would be thwarting the very decisive wishes as expressed in the referendum in June. And that was without doubt what the British people wanted, which was to leave the EU. Many people now are very perplexed by the sheer level of delay and prevarication. You know, Mrs. May, as Prime Minister, should pretty much have triggered Article 50, you know, as soon as she got into power. But here we are 8 months later, here we are one court challenge later. But anyway, we've established what the court has said now. Now is the time for the government to act. What will be interesting will be to see the stand taken by the other political parties, that is the Labour opposition and indeed the Liberal Democrats, who basically were anti-leaving. Will they use this as an opportunity to thwart or try to thwart the will of the British people? I seriously hope not.
Now, it's already been 7 months since the majority of voters in the UK chose to quit the EU. Some might be complaining of stalling tactics. Would they be right?
Yes. Basically, the person who brought this original court action, named called Gina Miller, was very, very pro-Remain. She said in the press that she felt physically sick by the result. Well, that's terrible. That's, you know, fine. That's democracy. But she brought this action, which the government now has appealed against and has lost, obviously, the appeal as we now know. But really, people are now getting to be very, very impatient with the fact that they voted to leave the EU. The whole process, once Article 50 is triggered, takes 2 years anyway. And also the Prime Minister has said that, in fact, there might be a kind of more transitional period even at the end of that. So, frankly, therefore, we don't really know how long the whole thing is going to take, and certainly how long it's going to be before Britain gets control of its borders back. And that was one of the main reasons why people voted to leave. So in answer to your question, yes, these are all delaying tactics. They are, you know, some people are actually very, very open. Some political people here, very, very open about actually trying to get a second referendum. It sort of beggars belief because we've had a democratic vote.
OK, Peter Whittle, UK Independence Party Deputy Leader. It's been great to have your insight on RT International. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.